Hey guys, what's going on? This is Quentin, aka Mr. CPMD, aka Mr. Crypto Pays Me Daily, and I am back again. Today is Wednesday, July the 2nd, and I'm here to just come back and kind of talk about what we discussed yesterday with the new passive trading opportunity. So I'm going to walk through that one more time, hopefully give you a little bit smoother walkthrough. And then also, I'm going to show you a few numbers, right? As I said yesterday, we don't have the I don't have the official PDF for it just yet. Hopefully, within the next week, I will have that for you guys. But for now, I just want to give you the information that I do have that I can share with you and just kind of show you some of the numbers here, just so you can kind of get an idea of what you're getting into. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Before we jump into the information, if you have not yet subscribed to the CPMD YouTube community, make sure to take just a second, hit that subscribe button, make sure those notifications are on so that you don't miss any of the updates. I'm going to be doing quite a few more updates. As you know, this first portion of the year, I have not um, done a lot, right? And that was more so because behind the scenes, just working to get this has been the main thing that I've been working on behind the scenes, and just because I wanted to bring things to the community that that brought more value, right? Not so much of the risk, but brought more value. And so that's what we have here, right? If you have any comments, any questions, drop those down below. Also, drop a like if you do like the content. And if you are not inside of the CPMD private Facebook community, well, that's the next place you want to be, right? Because I'm going to be dropping a lot more information there, a lot more frequently, right? So you're going to get things there on a daily. Whereas here, I may come on the channel a couple times a week to drop videos. All right. So make sure to answer all 4 questions. I get a lot of generic questions. I get a lot of spammers and just bots that are trying to get into the group. So those don't get approved. So make sure you put some real answers, and some answers that are a little bit more outside of just those generic answers. All right. That way I can get you into the group. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing that I know a lot of people kind of want to know are some of the numbers, right? Um, and I'm gonna drop this down below. I'll drop this banner. I did announce that there was a promotion that'll be running until Sunday. So anyone that is depositing 5,000 or above, you'll be able to get 10% reduction in your performance fee. So it'll go from that 60-40 down to 70-30. I had a couple of people that have already messaged me that said that they're gonna, be coming in. So great to take advantage of that. Here's the thing. I know that we have not had the best success in a lot of these different trading deals, trading platforms, trading companies, bots, whatever you want to call them. It just has not been great. But here's one thing that I do understand. There are a lot of people that trade on a daily basis, or that have technology that trades on a daily basis, that make a lot of consistent profits. And just so thankful for relationships and people that I've met and built relationships with over the last 4 or 5 years, that I have the pleasure to be working with 2 gentlemen that I have a lot of respect for, that are very, very successful at what they do, and just thought enough of me to say, hey, look, I like what you're doing, I want to work with you, let's build this thing together. And so that's where we are. I had a call today with one of those gentlemen, and he was just sharing with me that they were currently in some trades that I think they were up about 3 or 4% today. And he just said, this is just one of those weeks where we really do well and we capitalize on it. And that's the great thing that I love about this strategy. When the strategy is not right, it does not hang on to trades. We're risking no more than 2% a trade. And if that trade goes south or goes the wrong way, it is out at 2% and it is done. When it does catch the moves, here's the beautiful thing. It catches the entire move. So we talk about having, I think here in the last 4 days, 3 or 4 days, there's somewhere around about 12, 13% that they've closed out. And it's amazing, right? And I don't think that our account has traded just yet because we didn't have a lot of funds there yet. So kind of giving some time for people to get their funds in. Um, so hopefully by open of market next week or Sunday afternoon, we will be up and running. So excited about that. And I want to go in and just show you some of the numbers so that you have something to see. And then I'm going to kind of go through this setup process. It's not a super hard process to do. But you know, for a person who's never done it, yeah, it's definitely going to it's gonna take some time to do it, right? It's gonna take a little time, I should say. So yeah, that's what we're gonna look at. First, let's just look at numbers. All right. I want to just kind of show you since last year that we have actually ran this algo on some, you know, funds on live money. We've been tracking it. Right now, there's over 20 years of back testing, and I'm going to have all of that stuff for you once this PDF gets done and be able to show you all of those things. But I can just show you what's happened here over the last, let's say, about a year and a half, and you can kind of get an idea. And not every month was traded. And that can be the case moving forward. If there's things happening in the market and it's just not good to be in it, then we won't be in it, right? If the, you know, software or the algo does not present trades, we just don't trade, right? It is very accurate. And so when it does trade, it does very well. All right. So let's pull up some numbers just real quick so you can see. And I was able to just get this here. Let me see if I can, oops. Well, let's see if I can blow that up for you. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So you can kind of look here and see, again, when this thing has a great month, it has a great month. Now, our goal here, and the goal that I'm going to always preach to you guys is that we're looking to do an average of 10 to 25% a month. 10 to 25% a month. We want to have low risk, consistent trading where you can rely on it over a long period of time to create profits for you. Some of you know about some of the things we've done in the past. The one of the first things that was on this channel was DHF, right? Just that thing, I don't know what's up. It hasn't ended well, right? I know a lot of us, you know, used it for years, right? And I know I have people that were close to me that, you know, made enough money, they lived on it on a monthly basis. But it was only an average of 10% a month. And there was more money that came into that opportunity than anything that I've touched from just 10% a month. There's no multi-level this and, you know, commissions here and paid off of somebody's profit. None of that happened there. None of that happens here either, right? But 10% a month, we saw that could really change a person's life over a 2, 3, 5 year period of time. So if we look back in 2024, well, actually, this is about a year ago. So from last June up until April, and there are numbers for May and June. I just have to get those, but this is just what I had that was somewhat in the document that I could kind of show you. You know, 3.2% last June, 37.85 in July, 1.15 in August, 52.71 in September, 17.9 last October, a negative 0.05 last November, 32.34 in December. That was a total of 145%. Right. So that was really just the second half of 2024. And then in 2025, the first 4 months, they're up 212%, which is absolutely insane. It's insane. And I mean, 54.74% in January, 21.16 in February, 112.22 in March, 23.57 in April. That is incredible. I mean, stupid return. If you did that return over 2 or 3 years, that would be incredible. right? And they've done that in the first 4 months of this year. As I said, over the last 4 or 5 days, it was about 12, 13% that they have done. So again, can we have some really, really incredible months? Absolutely. But I much rather under promise you guys and over deliver. So 10 to 25% is that range that we want to hit on a monthly basis. Whereas when we get to the end of the year and we average out all 12 months, we're going to be somewhere in that 10 to 25% a month average. That's what we're shooting for, and again, when this algo does not have a good month, or when it, I say not a good month or a losing month, you can see it's not a negative 10%, negative 15% kind of a deal. It hasn't happened. And when I get, more to show you guys, you'll see it's very great about cutting the losses and, maximizing when it does make profits. So I wanted to kind of show you that, but I'll have something hopefully, preferably next week, that I'll be able to post inside of the Facebook community, where you'll be able to download it and have it for your own, to look at and go through whenever you choose. So just wanted to show you those numbers. Now, again, if you are looking to get yourself started, and let me just bring up the other page here. All right. Inside of the description, I posted all of those directions. And let me just kind of see if I can maybe blow this up just a little bit, kind of move it to the side. Oh, will it let me? Let's see. Well, it doesn't really blow up much, but here, this is basically what the directions look like. And I know it may be a little hard for you to see, but if you open up the description, you'll see the steps in here. And it's right here where it says instruction to subscribe. And there's about 8 steps in here that you have to do. Not very hard. The link to do the trading or to get to the site will be right there at the top. And so you'll just copy that link, and then you'll come over here. You'll paste it inside of your browser, and it's going to bring you right into that sign up process. And I even posted here that referral code. So you'll know that you're in the right link because you'll see that same number up here in the description. You'll see that little code up there. Now you'll fill in all of this information here. Yes, if you are here in the US, and I had somebody ask me this question yesterday, and because I'm not actually going through this, I can't actually see it all. But there is a tab for the drop down for the country. It's going to say Americas. And so you'll just select that, and that's how you'll move forward. Now, if you're, outside of, the US, and you, are joining, you'll see your country there, and you'll go through that process. You'll also have to have your either passport or your driver's license front and back. And then they will ask for a proof of residency. I just use like a light bill, and you'll actually see this all in your profile once you are inside of the under your profile in the back office. You will see that. So so yeah, you'll go through that KYC process. It gets approved relatively quickly, and then you're good to go. Now, if you do want to do some due diligence here with Ox, you can. They have a great Trustpilot score. They've been around since 2013, I believe. They've been around a very long time. My partner has actually met up with the owner of this particular broker, so they've been in contact. And I'll, just to be transparent with you, this is that one thing that I can't control, right? I can control our trading, I can control that side of it, but I cannot control where we trade necessarily, right? And what happens there. So am I going to sit here and say that we don't have any risk? It would be crazy, right? It's just not the case. Just like if you're going to trade on any exchange or any other broker, right? if there is something that happens there, yeah, I mean, that is a risk that we take. The only thing we can do is we can go out and vet these things and, do our best to make sure that, we're putting you in the best place. Now, I will say, my partner broker, Liquid Broker, which, used to be under Sway, I do want to bring this strategy as a PAM there. It's just a little bit more of a process. And if you were on the call yesterday, it's probably going to be about 60 days, give or take, before I can get it up and running there if you want to use that. Now, I will say that it is going to involve a little bit more work to do it, even for you. International is going to be a little bit easy. It's not going to be very hard, but for anyone that's here in the US that wants to do it there will be a little bit of an extra step that you're going to have to do. So yeah, we'll see how this works out. I'm not too worried about anything with this broker, just from, the due diligence and everything. I mean, their customer support's great. You can call them, get them on the phone. They're good. But yeah, hopefully down the line, Liquid will be an option for you as well. So, want to log in. So let's log in, and I just kind of want to show you what you're going to need to do to get yourself in. All right. Always set up your two-factor authentication. Just do it. Trust me. Protect yourself as much as you can. You always want to have this stuff. And then also I have it where it sends me a code. So it's going to text me that code. So it's 2 layers there to make sure the account is protected. So, the fact that I am controlling everything, I need to make sure everything is in order. Now, when you come in here, you'll see right here on your dashboard, and let me just do this as I like the dark. You will see on the dashboard your deposit methods. So the Swift bank transfer is just currently unavailable. This is a great option. I know it was available at one point and now it's not. Hopefully they'll get this back up and running for those who want to do a bank transfer, right? If there's a local bank, then you can do it, but you'd have to be depositing either Euro or NZD. So, but for now, I know majority of you are probably looking more on the cryptocurrency side. It's faster too. These transfers usually have a 1 to 2 day wait from your banks, but with these cryptocurrencies, it's almost instant. Just the time of a transfer, and you can do BTC, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, USDT, Litecoin, Doge, XRP, USDC, Solano, BNB, Dash, and I'm sure there's some more over there. ADA probably. That doesn't show me all of them there, but yeah, you'll be able to choose that method right now. When you're creating your account, the first thing you want to do is apply for a new account. And this is what I wanted to show yesterday. Of course, my phone locked up. I had to do a soft reset. It was just technology just wasn't on my side yesterday. But no worries. So yeah, you want to come in and select MT5. You have to have MT5. All right. Your currency, US dollar. Your type will be standard, and then your leverage will be 500 to 1. Then you'll agree to those terms. All right. It's going to create an account for you, a MetaTrader 5 account, and that is where your funds will go. All right. Your funds will go into that account. All right. That's pretty much all you have to do on the side of your deposit. Pretty simple. It's not too crazy. But that's your deposit, right? Once that deposit is showing inside of your dashboard there, you'll then want to come over to pam.oxsecurities.com. And if you go over here, this is all here as well. You'll see that right in here, you'll see that link. And then you'll log in using your MetaTrader credentials. So that account that you created, that you deposited to, has a number. That's your MetaTrader number. that number will go right here. The password that you have on that account, and you'll be able to set that password up. All right. So if you go back over here and you see your MT4 or 5 account, you can go right here and you can set that password. There's the account and you can trade it. You can change it. All right. So you can change the password, set it to whatever you want. You'll use that password right here, and then you'll come down to investor. Now it's going to ask you for the master AC number. That number is going to be right here in the instructions under number 6. Select investor, and the master account number is 655864. Right? So you'll take that number, bring it over here. You'll paste it here. And then again, you'll have all of your account information there, and then you'll sign in. Now it's taking you from you were in just the standard dashboard. Now you're moving into the PAM dashboard. This is where the PAM accounts are. All right. Now, because you put that number in there, it already knows that that's the strategy that you're wanting to connect to. So you'll come over here to manage account and go to leaderboard. When you click on leaderboard, it's going to show you that same 655864. And it's also going to say IGC group. All right. It's going to show it right there. Now what you have to do is subscribe to that strategy. You click subscribe. It's going to pull up a whole nother page. Up here at the top right, you're going to click subscribe. And then now you can put from whatever account that you put your money in. It's going to show up right here. You can put the amount there. Click agree and then subscribe. And you're in. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. All right. Right now, it is set for a 60-40 profit split. All right. Now, I want to say this. It may not stay that, right? This is just kind of what we have available for you right now. I know what's going to happen here. And it's going to be this is going to be an amazing trading opportunity and platform. I know it is. I'm not even worried about that. The trading is the thing that I'm worried the least about with this opportunity. We're going to get you your 10 to 25% average per month, right? We're going to get that. But I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, hey, I saw this before. I've seen this before. I've done it before. I know how this always plays out. I wish you only knew everything that I knew about what I'm sharing. And there are some things that I can't share. And one thing that I can tell you, in 12 to 24 months, this trading strategy will be a real licensed hedge fund. It will be. I already know it's in the works. Licensing and things are already being applied for. It's just a process. It takes a lot of money to do it. But my other partner, they're already working on this. But what's going to happen here is there are going to be people that are going to wait because they just want to see what's going to happen. The reason, and let me tell you, I had to push and fight to get a $500 minimum here. This strategy won't be offered under $50,000, maybe even $100,000 when this thing goes live as a legit hedge fund. When I told them that I told my two partners that I needed this to be low for people to get in because I wanted people to be able to try it and test it without having to break the bank. Because I know where a lot of people have been. I know the hurt. I know the just getting burned time after time. I know what it's like. I've been burned bad too, right? I remember waking up and having nearly almost a quarter $250,000 in a PAM disappear from my own personal money, 220,000 or so, over in a matter of a few hours overnight, waking up to just a nightmare. I've been there, right? People are going to sit and watch, and it's probably not going to be $500 forever. I know it's not. That's number one. Number two, the 60-40, that might stick for a while, right? They could say, hey, look, we need to go to a 50-50. I don't know yet, but the 60/40 I'm hoping will just stay. But what else is going to happen is they're going to start being management fees. There's going to start being an upfront fee, or there might even be a monthly fee. And I already told them we don't really do the monthly stuff. I need to do something where I don't want people to have to come out of pocket before we make them money. I want to be able to show them that we can make the money for them. And we only get paid if we make our clients money. So yeah, what you see now probably won't be here in 90 days. When there's 3 months of history and then there's 3 solid months of trading, things may change. When there's 6 months of solid trading, things may change. And there may be some upfront fees and there may be some monthly fees and things of that nature. So I just tell you, if this is something that you might even be a little bit interested in, scrap up $500 and just get in and just watch it. Just watch. Because I know what happens when things start working well, money comes out of everywhere. I'm like, people making $20, $50, $100,000 deposits, and you're like, man, where is this coming from? But it's because you've got a chance to see the results, right? And I know that that's at some point is going to happen. And I just don't want you to not get as good of a deal as you could have had if you would have jumped in early. So another thing that I announced last night is any account that comes in at 5K or above, all right, you're going to get 10% off of your performance fee. 10% off. So you're basically going to get 70/30 versus a 60/40. That's more money in your pocket. So for those who can do that, hey, 10% is a lot over time. It will be a lot that you get to pocket, right? So yeah, that's it, guys. That is kind of what it looks like. Hopefully that is not too difficult for you to follow. I wanted to just kind of come back and show you, make it a little bit smoother, make it not so crazy looking, because yesterday was just one of those days. Let me stop this. Yesterday was just one of those days. it Nothing, no technology was working. Chrome was crashing in the middle of the live. I tried it 3 times before I just said, you know what? And I ended up downloading a different browser, which that has worked fine. So yeah, that's kind of where we are at this point. So yeah, that's where we are. So I know I do have well, I had a call today with one of the partners, shared some good numbers with me, but hopefully by next week I'll have a finished PDF from the graphics designer that's putting it all together, some more that I can actually show you. So I'm hoping, because it is Wednesday, we probably, and I don't know, this is going to be completely up to my other partner who manages the algorithm, if he's going to start actually trading it on it this week, or if he's just going to wait until open of market Sunday afternoon. So I just recommend getting it in as fast as you can, and if it is connected in trading, then it will start and you will be able to benefit from it. So I'm excited about this though. I really am, because it's a great feeling knowing that we won't lose because of the trading. The trading is solid. It's not risking 10 and 20% of the account. It's 1 to 2% per trade. If it does not see profit and it hits that 1 or 2% loss, it is out. It's out of the market, and it's not gambling. It's not waiting on the market to turn. It just simply gets out of the market, and then it waits for the next opportunity. When it does catch those opportunities, it's typically, if I'm not mistaken, a 1 to 3, meaning it's risking that 1% to make 3%. So it's usually capturing a 3% move. Now, sometimes it may not catch the whole 3%. Sometimes it may catch 6%, right? There have been some big moves that this thing can catch. And, but just over time, it's been very, very, very solid. And again, when you talk about, building a hedge fund and putting together a hedge fund with this strategy that lets us know that this is the real deal. You won't get access to this type of trading for $500 anywhere. You just won't. So I'm thankful that we are able to get access to it for that price, and they agreed to do that for us. But that also, I want to prove to my partners too that we do have a strong community here. We can build some things, and we can really put some funds behind this thing and really crank out some big profits. So I'm excited about it. I hope you're excited about it. I just wanted to come in and just give you a little bit cleaner walkthrough than what I did yesterday, because it was just terrible. And I'm going to be doing these updates periodically, hopefully at least once a week, maybe 1 or 2 times if we have some big things that are happening. But I'm going to be doing a lot more of the content in regards to this, because I want to keep everyone up to date. All right. And as soon as I get that PDF, I'll come on and explain and do a walkthrough, and then I'll make that available for you to download as well. So let me just check real quick if we have anyone who dropped any questions, or if you do have one real quickly, drop it in. AJ says, watching these videos have been very insightful and beneficial. You explain things well. Keep it up. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's my classmate, man. What's up? Yeah, that's my classmate. So, but yeah, man, we need to talk, man. So give me a call, definitely. My boy AJ. But yeah, and I know we're gonna see some heavy hitters coming over here too. I was a part of some of these big trading groups and communities. I don't even want to name some of them. Some of these ones that just didn't do well, but there were people putting millions of dollars into bogus trading. That's just what it was. It was fake. It was bogus. It was not real. And a lot of people lost a whole lot of money. I can tell you what we're doing, and you got my word on it. And I'm putting my name, I'm stamping this. What we're doing is 100% legit. This is not any manipulated or fake trading in any kind of way. This is real tech that we're going to be trading with, and it absolutely works. Absolutely works. And hopefully, 500 is enough for you to say, hey, look, I'm willing to take that chance to just see and test it out and try it out. Guess what? Another thing, none of your funds are being held. There is no lockup period on your funds. You don't have to keep your funds in for, 3 months or 6 months or a year. If you want to go in and pull your funds, you pull your funds. It charges you your performance fee on whatever profits that was made, and you can take your funds. I wanted people to be able to have that freedom. We don't touch, I don't touch, me and either one of my partners, we don't touch any of your funds ever, 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 ever do we touch them. We are only connecting to your funds with the strategy and trading those funds, but we don't touch your money. So if something happens and you need to get your money, you have the ability to do so. All right. And the only other part of that is, as long as the broker is not doing anything, shady or crazy, which they wouldn't be around if they would. This is what, 12 years that this broker's been around. So I think we can, do enough due diligence to say that, they are a legitimate broker. But unless it's something on their side, it won't come from us. I can tell you that, because we don't touch any of your funds. All right. So excited about it. Get in that CPMD Facebook community. I did put the link inside of this chat so that you can be a part of that community. And again, I'll be doing more updates. I'm going to bring some more stuff too. I got to do an update for the Airbnb co-hosting. Absolutely amazing opportunity. It's not a crypto opportunity. It is a real legitimate Airbnb opportunity where you make passive income. Notice I said passive, not you managing properties, not you cleaning properties and repairing properties, and none of that. This is a real legitimate business, and I'll be doing an update on that here soon as well. Also too, I'll probably be uploading our yesterday's Move Quest call. So if you're got your watches on and getting your steps in, earning your crypto, some really, really impressive things are happening in that project. Some big updates. We're now able to mine more than one coin. So there's a partner in the project now that we can mine their token. The app is amazing looking, and it is now on the Play Store and on Apple Store. So yeah, incredible things happening with the projects that we have our hands on. And I just look forward to moving in a positive direction with all of these different deals and making some money, right? Consistent, long money in legitimate projects. I'm excited about it. So I'll see you guys on the next video. If you got any questions, drop them. Peace. Mr. CPMD, I'm out.